Dorian?
Jeffrey, what are you doing?
I'm lonely.
You're lonely. Well, I'm sure that we could manage to round up some federal agents, some immigration bureau people, the Mendoran police to keep you company.
Look, sitting in that office just waiting, doing nothing is impossible. I have an idea, though. A gentleman named Dr. Anthorpe was my political science mentor at Harvard. He and I are very close.
Fine, go hide out with him.
No, but I can call him, ask his advice about this visa problem.
Your problem is to avoid arrest and deportation. Now, I suggest that you contact nobody until we can contact a lawyer for you. Jeffrey, please. I have to start to prepare for my special evening edition of View on Landview.
Well, here's the term paper, ready for your inspection and hopefully your approval.
Great. How many pages did you squeeze out of me?
21.
21? That is amazing.
Well, I could have done more if you'd been willing to give me more details about experiences before you found the Dino women.
Oh, that's just as well, Mary Lynn. We don't want to put your professors to sleep.
Oh, I'm sure you have a lot of interesting experiences.
Well, do you mind if I take a peek at this?
No, not at all.
Okay. Stereotypes. It's amazing how they can afflict us without our realizing it. Until I met Lee Halpern, I didn't know I held any particular image of successful women in the high-powered business world, but as Ms. Halpern and I talked, I kept finding myself comparing her personality to a very definite mental image and myth. I am intrigued.
Terrific. That always says, hook 'em in the first paragraph.
Good afternoon.
Am I dreaming or is this you?
It's me. We've been very, very concerned about you, sweetheart. Oh, my, you're still very warm.
Yeah, well, the fever comes and goes. But what about you? How are you? Are we still in El Paso?
Yes.
What are you doing here?
Well, Cord called, and I thought maybe I could come down here and help out. So I hopped on Ace's airplane, and here I am. Why are you looking like that?
Well, I can't believe you'd come all the way down here to see me and leave the family.
You are part of my family, Tina. Even though it hasn't always seemed that way, but we have the same father, and we are sisters. Come here.
Look, honey, why don't we just hold off on any discussion like this until we find out how it goes with Vicky and Tina, all right?
Look, I know that's reasonable and even logical, but I'm not feeling very logical right now, Cord. I'm really frightened, and I want to talk.
And I know that Vicky is going to convince Tina to come back to Landview, and she's going to move into Landfair, and then...
What if she doesn't? I mean, what if Tina decides the best way to keep your attention is to go from town to town, taking your son with her, and then you have to track her down?
Please, Kate, don't do this, okay?
No, because it's a definite possibility, Cord.
All over the country and drag my son behind her. If I have to, I will take legal action to stop her from doing that.
Oh, come on. Tina has ignored legalities before. Please, Cord, you're being naive about Tina. Why don't you just admit it?
Why don't you just admit that you don't have the faith in our love to trust me?
I'm going to call and book a flight home.
Don't, Kate, don't do that.
Not a good idea, my coming down here.
The only thing that is not a good idea, Kate, is you trying to expect too much too soon. Now, can't you put yourself in Tina's place for 5 minutes? Try to understand her.
Oh, I do understand her. I understand her too well, and that's the problem.
Fine. Maybe it's me you don't understand.
Oh, no. I understand you. I understand you too well, and I am going to pack my bags, get out of here, so that you can do what you have to do without me nagging and cajoling you, and then we'll see.
Fine. And what is that supposed to mean, Kate? Now, I'm going to have to worry about you taking off for Egypt or someplace. Every time the going gets tough, the first thing you do, your first instinct, is to put the tail between your legs and get the hell out of town.
Yes, it is, but I don't always act on it.
Yeah? Well, what are you doing right now, Kate? Why are you deserting me like this?
Deserting you?
Kate, look. Come here. I think it'd be a real good idea if we both just kind of shut up for a minute here. Kate, I love you. With all my heart, I truly do.
I know you do, and I'm sorry that I made you say that.
You didn't make me say anything.
Now I'm being like Tina. I'm crying out for attention. I'm making threats. I'm being anxious.
Now, stop this. You'd have to be a saint not to be upset about all this stuff, but
I
it's gonna work.
know. And I'll shut up. Would you kiss me?
Gladly.
Can you tell me why you left town?
Oh, I guess that was another one of my famous impulses. Mm-hmm. You know, I can't even tell you what it feels like to come back from the dead and realize that everybody's just fine without you. It's almost like I never existed.
Oh, honey, come on, that's not true.
Well, for Cord it is. I mean, look at how much I loused up his life just by living.
Tina, you are talking as if you and Cord had a perfect relationship before you went over the falls. But you didn't.
Well, he just needed a little time to forgive me, that's all. And then Kate moved in on him so fast.
Has it ever occurred to you that perhaps you two just weren't meant for each other?
Look, a big part of me realizes that maybe I won't ever get Cord back. And mostly it's my own fault. But it's also that same part of me that won't let me stay in Landview watching the two of them be happy and in love when it's happiness that was once mine.
It'll be painful, I know that. But it'll only be for a little while. And you know, even people who want a divorce causes them pain, too. The thing is that if you can keep busy and make the best of it, not sit around and brood, it'll be much easier, especially if you get out, see other people. What about Max?
What about him?
Max loves you.
Oh, I know he does. And I care a great deal about him. Oh, Vicky, you don't think I have a chance with Cord, do you?
Well, look, it sounds very cruel, but no. No, honey, I don't. And I think that that's exactly what you have to start facing.
Are you sure this is about me?
Why? Have I got some facts wrong?
Oh, no. It's not the facts. It's just, it's awfully flattering, and I guess I feel a little bit uncomfortable here.
Well, which part?
Oh, the part about my warmth and accessibility and, how I reached out in friendship.
But you did.
Oh, Marilyn, I have to tell you something. That is not my reputation in the business world. Now, I know I'm having a little hard time accepting your compliments, but...
Yes, but...
No. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that it's unusual that you and I connected and that you brought out the warmer side of me.
Now, I'm getting the compliment and feeling a little uncomfortable.
It's so funny how we can't accept compliments.
No. But, don't you think I should spend some time with you at the office while you're working and, maybe rewrite the paper?
What, and take away all this flattery?
No. Just to see how you handle people.
Pardon me, sir, but I saw you take that wallet.
Hey,
Well, I mean, he was sitting near us. Maybe he took one of ours.
I want to get into this now. I mean, you feel rotten, and this discussion is not going to help.
Well, nothing will help. That's the whole point. Look, I know you're right. Look, my big problem right here is just deciding where else to live other than in Landview.
No, I won't hear of that. Come on. Cord and Kate are not the only people in Landview. I'm there, and Clint, and Kevin, and Joey, and Jessica. We've got this great big house that our father built. There's plenty of room for you and for Al.
You know, that's the second time you've mentioned our father without choking.
My. Well, see how easy it is for me? Trippingly on the tongue. Tina, I came here to bring you back home with me.
Does Clint know that?
Of course he knows. Al is his grandson, for heaven's sakes. Al is my nephew and my step-grandson. Good heavens, I'm a grandmother.
Did you see him here? He's so cute.
Yes, I did. Cord and Katie are taking very good care of him.
You know, I just thought of something. She came down here awfully unexpectedly. Maybe she's a little nervous, huh? Maybe she doesn't have quite the hold on my husband that everyone seems to think she does.
Tina, Cord loves Kate.
Well,
He
then,
wouldn't have married her otherwise.
well, then why is she so afraid for Cord to be near me?
And there was nothing more I could do, Mother, short of unmasking him in front of everyone.
And why didn't you?
Because I thought he would announce who he really is.
So you just buckled.
Mother, you are the last person in the world who would want Jeffrey to announce to everyone that he's my illegitimate son.
But I don't think he would have.
Oh.
He hasn't worried about it all these years. And heaven knows, his mother wouldn't want to have her source of income stopped.
I've already called Marissa, and she had no idea that Raymond and Jeffrey had devised this little prank.
Prank? Impersonating a crown prince.
Mother, apparently love has come to the Crown Prince, and he preferred to spend some time with his new Harvard girlfriend rather than being here for politics. And apparently Jeffrey felt it would be a hoot to impersonate him.
So exactly what have you done? Is he on his way back to Mendora now?
Actually, I don't really know exactly where he is.
You mean Jeff is running around town unattended?
I'm sorry, but he slipped away from a couple of immigration agents last night that tried to grab him at Elmo's.
Elmo's? Really, Charles?
Well, better he went dancing than to the press, don't you think? Mother, I have had second thoughts about forcing him to go back to Mendora.
Why?
Because if I arrange for his visa, he might just stay here and then quietly get bored and then leave.
Well, I wouldn't like to have that time bomb in my backyard, would you?
I just don't want to provoke him into telling the truth now, and believe me, he would do that.
I have very bad feelings about all of this, Charles. Your career has barely survived the scandal over Jamie. The truth about Jeff McGrath would end it.
I really don't think you have anything to be concerned about, Mother, because if the truth should come out and Judith finds out, she'll finally murder me, and I won't have a career to worry about.
Dorian, if you don't believe me, then why are you sheltering me?
Oh, I do believe you. I do believe that you and the prince thought putting on that charade was a terribly romantic idea, at least for him, but I don't believe that it's the whole story.
There is nothing more. Well, except that someone considers me an undesirable alien, wants me out of the country.
Why do you really want to live here?
Dorian, I have told you this. I want a career. I'm going to be a damn good lawyer one day. But in Mendora, my talent would just be wasted. It's not unusual, you know, thinking that this country is something very special.
Yes, there's a fortune to be made here, especially in the legal profession.
I am not concerned with fortunes. I'm talking about the freedom to be and to work and excel.
Sometimes you can talk so seriously, and yet it just doesn't fit in with the kid who would play acts that he was a crown prince. Listen, I cannot talk to you. I have a show to prepare for.
Really? What is your topic? And maybe something I can help you
It's a
with.
topic you could become very familiar with quite soon. Our state parole board.
Oh, never. They wouldn't dare arrest me for this.
Who is they?
The powers that be. Besides, you know, I'm very interested in this whole subject. The Pennsylvania parole system is one I need to know something about. When I start practicing. So, any special guest stars?
Special to me, a friend of mine who just recently was released from Statesville prison. Her name is Roberta Coleman.
Wow, it's unbelievable that you're friends with an ex-con.
I'm friends with people who are still cons.
Right, I read your report for the Prison Reform Commission, but I still just find it hard to believe you actually murdered a man. Well, how did you get out?
We proved that it was justifiable homicide. He, after all, was going to rape and murder my daughter.
Oh, my God. Dorian, there is much more to you than I guessed. So, well, tell me about this now. Who was your lawyer? What did the prosecution ask for? And what evidence proved it was justifiable homicide?
Jeffrey, I do not have time for this. Neither do you. Come on, quickly. Just saw Roberta walk in with Judith Sanders. Now go hide somewhere.
Hey, Dorian!
Mine's here.
Oh, no. Mine's gone. If it is not one thing, it's another in this hotel.
Belong to either of you?
Oh, Max, that's mine. What, did you catch him?
No, he dropped it as you ran out.
Oh.
A whole bunch of other stuff fell out of there, too. Some credit cards. Who's this?
Look, I'll thank you not to look into the contents of my wallet. Excuse you.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a thief. Suit and everything.
Well, that was the idea, Mary Lynn. He didn't want to arouse suspicion.
Yeah, and who were the woman and the baby in the picture?
Max, that is none of your business.
Look, I'm sorry. It's a picture of my sister and her kid, all right?
Sister? I thought you said you were an only child.
Oh, no. Marilyn, I said I wished I were an only child. My parents doted on her all the time, and I haven't seen her in years.
And yet you still keep her picture in your... Sorry, excuse me. I seem to be nosy today.
Yeah, you certainly do.
So, how about a little reward for the rescue of your wallet? Say a cup of coffee, a little conversation. I promise, no private questions.
Max, Marilyn, and I were talking.
Well, actually, I have to leave. A final. But you can take your time reading the paper as long as I can have it back by tomorrow.
Hey, I will read this immediately and give it back to you today, okay?
Okay.
Oh, good luck on your test.
Thanks. I'll see you later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Carson City, huh? Maybe that's where you pick up that Spurs and hardware expression.
Roberta! Oh, darling, it's so good to see you looking so fine, too, in a real dress and not prison gray.
And the real world, too, not a cell block.
Hello.
Hello, Judith.
Hello. Well, I think I'll let you two just renew your friendship. I'll go find the coffee machine.
No. Well, after everything you've done to expedite my friend's parole, you must allow me to get you coffee. How do you take it?
Oh, cream and sugar.
Wonderful. You?
Regular.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Just 1 minute. Yes, Dorian Lord here. Can we get 3 regular coffees sent up to set? Yep, thank you. So, how are things going at Sanders Chemical?
I hear she's doing fine. It's really weird. I keep watching for the guards, and I forget that I can go out of that building anytime I want to. And I look at these people standing around taking everything for granted. It's weird.
That is exactly what I want you to say on the air today.
Well,
I think that's a little stage fright. So do I.
I don't think I can say anything. Sorry.
You have to. It's the only way we're going to talk other corporations into hiring ex-cons.
I want to help, but that's asking a lot.
No, it isn't. Because I know you won't let me down.
I am too old for all this, Charles. I really am.
I know how you feel, Mother. I'm rapidly aging myself. Oh.
Tell me, does Jeffrey have a conscience? Could you appeal to him on that level?
I don't think so. I have as much trouble communicating with Jeffrey as I...
As with Jamie.
Yes. Excuse me. Charles Sanders. Oh, you did? Good. Oh, really? The king personally requested that? Yes, of course, immediately. Thank you. Good news and bad. The good news is that we have located Prince Raymond with his girlfriend, as Jeffrey said we would.
And the bad?
The bad is that I have to personally escort him back to Mandora tonight.
What about Jeffrey?
Well, Mother, I don't know. I couldn't very well refuse a direct request from the king. Now, could I? Maybe one of the immigration agents will find Jeffrey and I can take them both back together.
I'm not all that sure that Kate is afraid. However, let's take things one at a time, all right? First things first, you are ill. And that has to be your first priority, okay? I've spoken with the doctors. They said since we have a private plane, there's no reason that you can't come home with us now.
Well, what about the dizzy spells?
Well, honey, you're going to have those here in the hospital or in Landview. That doesn't matter. They're intermittent now, and eventually they'll go away. But you're going to need care and help.
Yeah, but it should be Cord's responsibility to take care of me and Al.
And I'm sure he will live up to that responsibility, hon. Listen to me. Come home with me now. Come and live with us and let things simmer down. And eventually all answers will present themselves. Besides, if you keep running away, Cord is going to lose all respect for you. And he's also going to be very angry.
So what's new, huh? All right, I know you're probably right. I need a minute to think about this, okay?
Okay. Let me have that.
Thanks. Maybe I'll call Cord now.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry that this is so difficult for you.
Me too. But at least I have you on my side.
Hello?
Cord, it's Tina.
Hi, Tina.
How's Al?
He's doing just fine. He's sleeping right now, Tina. Is Vicky still there?
No, but we had a long talk, and now I'd like to talk to you alone, please.
Sure, Tina. I'll be right over. Bye-bye. That was Tina. She wants me to come over and talk to her, obviously, about whatever she and Vicky discussed.
Okay. I'll stay here and take care of the baby.
Why don't you come with? And bring the baby, too, and you can wait out in the hall with Vicky.
Are you sure you want me to?
Yes, I am. Kate, I never want to be more than 2 feet away from you ever.
If someone tries to steal my wallet again, would you just let them? It'd be much easier than having you try to rescue it.
Never thought anything gets you so upset, especially a dumb photograph.
Look, it's not the photograph, it's the prying.
You know, it's your mysterious past that I find so intriguing.
You just don't let up, do you?
No, that's part of my charm, don't you know that? So, now about this cup of coffee?
Look, I don't find this conversation interesting enough to continue. Now, what do you want, $10 for saving my wallet?
Yeah, I get the picture. I'm sorry, all right? I apologize. I'll let it go. You know, I just wanted to get to know you better. I thought it went both ways.
Yeah, I did too. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vicky.
there.
Hi.
Tina fell asleep again, so I came on out.
Oh, well, she called me and told me to come over, said we needed to talk.
Good. Well, I'll bring you up to date. I think I have almost convinced her to come back to Lanfair and live there with us.
Oh.
And the doctors have said since we have a private plane waiting, no reason why they can't let her go this afternoon, so we could be home by this evening.
Wow, you certainly got a lot done in a very short time.
I think she just needed convincing that I really wanted her there with us.
Oh, Vicky, I don't know how I can thank you for this.
Come on.
You think I should go in and wake her up?
Yes, I do think you should wake her up and we can get this resolved.
Yeah, okay.
Do you think I could hold my nephew, my step-grandson? Would that be all right?
Yes, ma'am, you may.
Give me a
You're all those things to him?
I think I am, yes. Absolutely. Oh, my word. I think he's grown in the last 2 hours.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I'll see y'all in a little bit.
How are you, Katie?
Well, that changes about every 5 minutes. Right now, I'm relatively calm. Vicki, I know you're in a difficult position, and I don't want to corner you, but did Tina give you any indication that she was ready to give up on Cord?
Kate, that's going to take a long time. Surely you know that. I mean, if you were in her position.
Right. It's useless, and I should just accept it and stop fighting. I mean, it's as useless and ridiculous a fight as Tina's putting up.
If it is meant to be, and I believe that it is, you and Cord will have your marriage and the future that you want together.
So, have you made a decision?
Well, I really don't have anywhere else to go, but, look, I don't want to be a burden to Vicky and Clint, so you have to make me a promise to be with me as much as you can.
Oh, of course, Tina. I told you I'm going to do everything I can for you and Al. I'm going to be a great father to that little boy. If you want, now that you're not feeling well, I can even take him for a while until you feel better.
No, don't take my baby away.
No, just a suggestion, that's all.
No, it would kill me not to see his beautiful little face every day. It kills me now not seeing him.
Well, I tell you, he's right out there, Tina, and all you have to do is say the word, and we can all be on that plane headed back home.
All right. Guess we're going back to Landview.
Thank you. Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Hi.
Guess what? Mom called from Grandpa's place. She said Aunt Tina and Baby Al are on the way.
Oh, that's great news. I thought she'd be down there at least a few days.
Can we stay up till they get here?
Well, that depends on what time it is.
Well, Mom said around 8. Maybe later.
Yeah, well, it's probably going to be later the way the airlines are lately. So, you got your homework done?
Nah.
Nah. Well, what do you say you get the trucks put away and get your homework done before dinner, and then you can take your baths, be ready for bed, and yes, you can welcome Mom and Aunt Tina home.
Yeah.
Okay?
Great. Come on.
Get it. Careful, Heron, they'll run you right down.
Yes, I've noticed that, sir, on more than one occasion.
What do you got there?
We have a bit of a mystery, Mr. Buchanan. Cook was in the garden earlier for some vegetables, and the gardens were such an amazing order that she looked around out of curiosity, and she found these clothes in the potting sheds. Huh?
I mean, used to be closed.
Well, we know they weren't there a couple of days ago. And something else, Mr. Buchanan. Meat has been missing from the refrigerator in the basement storeroom. Only cooked meat.
Well, what are you saying? Somebody's been eating vegetables out of the garden and taking meat out of the basement refrigerator?
Well, that seems the likely idea, sir. It's probably a vagrant, wouldn't you say?
I don't like the idea of that. I don't like that at all. I think we better keep a sharp eye out around here, and I want to keep those doors locked from the basement to the house, and keep the alarm set 24 hours a day. Now, I know that's going to inconvenience the cook making all those trips back and forth to the storehouse. It's a hell of a lot better than having some stranger roaming around the house in the basement. You know, Vicky mentioned the other day that she'd come across some gardening tools that were new, and she didn't even know we had them.
But, you know, is it possible, sir, that the vagrant could be paying for the food that he's taken by puttering in the garden?
How's a vagrant going to afford new gardening tools?
Well, as I said, sir, it's a bit of a mystery.
Well, there's got to be an answer to it, so we'll solve it. I want the staff to keep on their toes around here. I'm going to go down and check the doors between the basement and the house. Then I'm going to go upstairs and hold my baby daughter for a while and let her know that her Aunt Tina and little Al are going to be living with us.
Well, I'm all packed. I sure hope I don't get stuck down there too long.
Oh, Charles, Kate called while you were upstairs. Tina has been released from the hospital, and they're all headed home.
Well, that's good news. At least there's less to worry about there.
On the contrary, I think Kate's battles have just begun. She doesn't know how to fight for a man, Charles. She's never had to engage in those battles.
What fight? Cord's going to get rid of Tina as soon as he can. You don't think so, huh?
Yeah, we'll see. In the meantime, you have enough on your hands with the prince and your illegitimate son.
Unfortunately, Mother, if a crisis comes up involving Jeffrey while I'm out of the country, it's going to be up to you to protect the family's interests.
That is a role I have fulfilled rather well for a good many years. Charles, don't worry. And don't dawdle over there either.
I won't.
Oh. And be sure to give Marissa my best regards.
Yes, Mother.
And so, with Judith Sanders' assistance, a job was found for Roberta at Sanders Chemical Company. Tell me, what does it feel like, Roberta, to be out of prison after 10 years?
Feels great.
Does it really feel great, or do you feel a bit out of step?
Well, a lot of things have changed in 10 years, especially my son. He was 11 years old when I was convicted, and now he's 21. And my parents took care of him all those years, but now he's too much for them. I got to do something to straighten him out.
I'm sure you will. Judith, this is a problem, isn't it, with a lot of cons who get out? They find that their families have grown up, changed.
Yes, it's a hard adjustment. Some of the inmate spouses divorce and then remarry, and often people have no one to go home to.
You might have a family, but you never really know them. It's very hard to treat people normally. It's not like in prison you're either always on guard or being guarded.
Bertie, you probably know that a lot of convicts don't make it on the outside. They end up back in prison. Have you ever been tempted for just a
second.
No way. I'd kill before I'd do anything to get sent back to that place.
I'm sure our audience knows that that was just a figure of speech. Anybody who gets out of prison feels that way at first. Judith, tell me, is there any pattern to people who end up as recidivists in the prison system?
Well, as a corollary to life, it's usually those people who have,
Come along with us, McGrath. Real quiet and easy.
Excuse me, Dorian. Excuse me, everyone. I'm afraid I'm going to need to interrupt this live broadcast for a few words of my own. Hi there. My name is Jeffrey McGrath, and I need the help of all you lovely people out there in America.
Yeah, but if the guy is so sloppy that you spotted him, he's bound to get caught real soon. Trust me, okay? Hey, how about another one of these, Frank?
Put that on my tab.
Pardon me, have we met?
Max, I owe you an apology. Yeah, I guess I was more upset about that wallet than I thought I was. I mean, it was stupid of me to just leave it out there in public, and I got embarrassed, and I guess I put that embarrassment on you.
I don't believe it, but I'm not going to disagree. I don't need that kind of scene again.
Well, thanks. And again, I'm really sorry.
Lee, I just happened to see in the newspaper today that down at Barry's, Joe Taylor's playing tonight, and I was going, and maybe there was a chance that you might like to tag along or something.
Tag along?
Yeah.
Are you asking me out?
Well, I'm trying not to in case you turn me down. No, I didn't know if you're into jazz or not.
No, I love his sound. I'd love to go to the show.
With me.
Yeah, I think it'd probably work out best that way.
And I promise not to probe into your past.
You are getting the idea, because if you did, it would be a very short evening.
Great.
What time?
10:30?
Great.
Great, I'll see you here.
Okay. I'll see you.
Bye.
Come on, Tina, come on over here, sit down.
I am exhausted.
Okay.
Is it my imagination, or has my grandson grown in the past few days?
It is not your imagination. Little Al is not wasting any time.
Does he need a bottle or something?
Oh, no, thanks, honey. He ate on the plane.
How about anybody else? You hungry?
No, I think we all ate on the plane, Clint. Listen, I gotta thank you for, making your house available for my family.
Oh, don't mention it. This house is plenty big. Besides, Vicki and I are going to enjoy having little Al around, aren't we? And Tina, too, of course.
Of course. And thank you. Listen, do you think we could open the balcony doors? I could use some air.
Sure, I'll get some. Sweetheart, don't you think you ought to go upstairs and go to bed?
Oh, Vic, I'm not ready for that, really. My mind is very awake. It's just that my body is a bit tricky.
Oh, hey, what about your medication here, Tina? Isn't it time for a pill? Where are they?
Oh, yeah, the pills are in the baby bag. Clint, do you think I could hold little Al? I haven't seen too much of him lately.
Oh, here, you take him cord and I'll get the pills.
How you doing?
Careful with him now.
Okay. How you doing? Oh, boy, I think it's about time he should shut his eyes and go to sleep, huh?
No, he wants to look at his mom.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, I think that was almost a smile there,
I
Tina.
think almost.
How you doing?
Honey, you do know me, don't you?
He's so adorable. I can't wait to him and Jessica grow up so they can play together.
Yeah.
I got some pills right here.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Kevin, darling, would you do me a favor? Please run and get Aunt Tina a glass of water.
Chef.
Thank you, Asa.
Oh, I think it might be time to change the diapers here, too.
Yeah, I think so. I'll take care of that. And then, little fella, I'm going to take you upstairs so you go to bed, huh?
Oh, you may have to rock him for a little while, though.
Oh, I don't mind that. I love doing that. Come here, little guy. Hey, where'd Kate go?
She leaves?
Well, Cord, you know what? I think I will go upstairs and go to sleep. That is, if you'll stay until Al falls asleep.
Oh, yeah, of course I will, Tina. Look, if Kate should get back, could you,
Yes, honey, I'll tell her where you are, not to worry. And I'll send Kevin up with the glass of water.
Great. Oh, here, Tina.
You steady?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks, Clint. And Vicky, thank you so much for coming to El Paso and bringing me home.
Well, I'm so thankful that you realize that this is home.
Okay, we'll change him. We'll change him.
Come on, Eddie.
Come on, yeah.
Come on, pal, you too.
Do I have to go to bed
You
now?
have to go to bed. Your eyes are almost closed.
Why don't we
go to bed.
take him upstairs?
All right, Tina. It's been a long day. You know, all day on an airplane like that can really wipe you out.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure we'll all feel better tomorrow, though.
Good night.
Oh, Court.
Clint? Clint, come out here. Tina.
Sooner or later, we are really going to get married, Kate. Once Tina gets well, and I've got her and Al's living quarters all set up. As soon as Tina is able to take care of herself and the baby, we are going to get everything back to normal.
There's always one more thing, Cord. I mean, how are we ever going to get back to normal if Tina...
I got her.
God.
Tina.
Is she unconscious?
Tina, I don't know. She seemed fine a little while ago.
You want me to throw this on her? No, Kevin. No.
Tina.
Is she all right? Oh, I'm so dizzy.
Yeah, you look dizzy, girl.
Oh, Court, would you let me take the baby?
Oh, please, Kim, thank you very much. You got him?
Okay, guys, I think actually you should go on upstairs with Kim as well, all right? Come on.
She's all right.
And Tina is going to be just fine. It would be better if you went upstairs, put your pajamas on, and Mom and Daddy will be up in a few minutes to give you a kiss, okay?
Oh, all right.
Good.
You still want the water?
I'll take that. Here.
Come on, boys.
I got it.
Come on. Oh, look, I think I should go back into the library before I try the stairs, all right?
Yeah, well, let's see if you can walk before you try that again.
I think I'll be all right.
Okay, I got you.
That often does happen with this editor.
Hi there. My name is Jeffrey McGrath, and I need the help of all you lovely people out there in America. You see, I came to Landview posing as Prince Raymond of Mendora, but I'm actually Jeffrey McGrath, a recent Harvard law graduate. Not a bad person at all. I'm sorry, Dorian. There are two goons over there who are trying to cart me off to jail, or worse, out of the country.
Chip, I think we can turn a negative into a positive. Can I have a hand mic, please? Good, thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems as though WVLE doesn't just report the news, we help make the news. Indeed, there are two men standing there, and they're looking very anxious.
They're immigration officials. Someone has told them to take me into custody.
Mel, Dad?
Hello?
Grams, you won't believe what happened. I was coming out of Landfair, and I was preoccupied. I was thinking about Cord, and suddenly this man appeared out of nowhere, and I hit him.
Oh, good heavens, no, Kate.
Yeah, I got out of the car to check on him, and he must have gotten up and limped back into the woods and disappeared.
I think I'm steady now. I am. I'm just kind of chilly.
Tina, you never took that last pill.
Let me close the terrace doors. It is a bit breezy.
Look, I'm so sorry I caused all this commotion.
Oh, don't be silly. It's not your fault. It's that virus that you picked up in Argentina. That was the cause of it.
Yeah, but I really don't want to cause you any trouble. But believe me, it is the last thing I want to do.
Please don't worry about it, okay?
Cord, why don't you carry her upstairs? Yeah, Kate still hasn't come back yet, has she?
Why would she leave without saying anything to you?
Perhaps she's taking a walk on the grounds. I mean, you could go and check.
Good idea. I'll be right back, Tina.
Oh, but Cord, please, we still need to talk.
Well, in that case, why don't I go and check? You? No, please, don't run
you talking to?
Man, an older man.
What?
He just ran away.
Oh.
No, honey, it's all right, please. He just seemed very kind of vague and almost as if he was holding his arm. I think he was hurt.
It'll be that much easier to catch.
No, darling, please. He's not dangerous.
How do you know that?
I just know it. And I think I've seen him before. I think he's the man who's been doing the gardening around here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, I meant to tell you, Cook found some old clothes the other day. And we've been missing some food out of the refrigerator.
Well, obviously, it's our gardener.
Our gardener?
Uh-huh.
Vicky, our gardener could be some deranged person who should be in custody. Now, I really think we should be calling the police about this.
Oh, no, Clint.
Vicky, if this person is hanging around the patio or traipsing through the house...
Darling, I really don't think he means us any harm.
How do you know that? How can you know that?
Well, I just know it, that's all. I also have a feeling that he is very, very familiar.
Vicky, we have a house full of kids. Now, are you willing to risk their safety because you've got some kind of instinct about some stranger? Of course you're not.
No, you're right. Of course you're right. But, darling, when you call the police, tell them they don't have to arrive here with their guns drawn or anything like that. I'm convinced that he's harmless.
Fine. I'll be right back.
Where do I know him from?
Why should I thank Kate?
Because, Tina, it was her idea to ask Vicky to come down to El Paso and talk to you, not mine.
I see.
Listen, Kate is a very sensitive woman, all right? And she just thought it would be best if you talked to your sister for a little bit because you were upset.
If she's so sensitive, why did she leave here without even talking to you?
I don't know, Tina, but I will find out later.
Seems to me she was throwing some kind of tantrum or something.
Tina...
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I don't want to say anything bad about her. I really don't. In fact, I don't even want to talk about her right now.
Well, sooner or later, I'm afraid that we are going to have to, Tina.
Look, first, I think the most important thing is that we work out some kind of schedule here. A schedule of when you're going to be here so I don't have to be such an imposition on Vicky and Clint and Kim while I'm sick.
Well, honey, if I'm not here, I guarantee I'm not going to be far away at any time.
Kate's car is not in the driveway, so I can only assume that she left. Are you saying that you are in this country illegally?
No, not at all. But it doesn't seem to matter to these guys.
Why don't you gentlemen come forward and introduce yourselves, perhaps show your credentials? Oh, dear. They seem to be a bit camera shy. Unless, of course, you do deserve to be taken into custody.
No, that would be the end for me.
The end. Why don't you explain to our audience what you mean by that? Oh, I suppose I should first apologize to my regularly scheduled guests, Roberta Coleman and, of course, Judith Sanders. I'm so sorry, but we seem to be having a media happening here.
Yes, well, I think we should find out why this young man is impersonating Prince Raymond.
Yes, we would all love to know that.
Look, we have to do something. Prince and I are friends. But what? He asked me to come here because he wasn't interested in coming to the party. He had, more interesting things to do. So it was just sort of a college prank. That was all this was. Meanwhile, I applied for a visa to extend my stay, but something seems to have delayed it.
Get us off the air now. We paid the electric bill. Forget it.
Oh, is there something going on here?
Yes, Dorian. As a matter of fact, these two gentlemen seem to be trying forcibly to get WVLE off the air right now.
Off the air? Yeah. Oh, on the contrary, gentlemen, we are going to stay on the air. In fact, why don't you come forward in front of our cameras instead of hiding behind them?
Like I said, I didn't get much of a glimpse of him. He was 60-ish. He was very slight. Yes, you can reach me at 555-7000. Okay. Thank you very much.
What did the officer have to say?
Well, he said there haven't been any reports from emergency rooms, and Officer Derrick seems to think that since he got up and ran into the woods that he probably wasn't seriously injured. they're going to keep checking and let me know. Oh, Gramps, it was horrible. I was driving, there was nothing there, and a second later, right in front of me, there he was. Thank God I swerved, or I would have knocked him over and not just grazed him.
Now, just calm down. Would you like some tea?
No, thank you. I think I'm going to go upstairs, crawl in bed, and pull up the covers.
Kate, I noticed Cordero didn't come back with you. So I assume he's at Landfair with Tina and his son.
Yes, he is. They're having a lovely family gathering. They're all cooing over the baby and making sure that Tina is very comfortable. I don't know. It just suddenly got to me, and I turned and left.
Cord didn't try and stop you?
He didn't notice. You see, Tina has malaria, which means she has fever and dizzy spells, and between that and the baby, Cord he's very wrapped up right now.
Kate, what is it you're not telling me?
I don't know. She scares me, Grams, and I don't know how to handle it, and the result is I'm handling it very badly.
Why not just sit back and let Cord handle it? Knowing full well that Tina will drive him back to you, if nothing else.
Well, look, I think it's time that I just take off. It's been a long day, and I am really beat.
We all are.
Well, what if Kim hasn't gotten out to sleep yet?
In that case, I will look in on him, Tina. Okay?
Well, I called the police. We're going to have a squad car patrolling the area this evening.
Police, what's going on here?
Oh, I didn't get a chance to tell you. It seems that there is an elderly gentleman who has been hanging around. I saw him on the terrace earlier, but I'm convinced he's harmless.
Well, if he's harmless, well, what is he doing hanging around then?
Well, that's why I called the police. It seems he's been puttering around our garden, and he's been taking some food out of the refrigerator in the basement periodically. Now, it could mean that he's just homeless and hungry, but...
Yeah, well, let's hope that's all it is. I hope we don't have to worry about the kids with this guy.
No, we don't have to worry about the kids. I really believe he poses no threat to us.
I hope so. Usually your instinct is right about things like that.
Okay, well, I guess you got everything under control here, so I'll just say goodnight. Tina, I will be by first thing in the morning, okay?
Well, where can I get a hold of you in case I have to in the middle of the night or something?
You can just reach me in my room over there at the waterside, okay? Vicky, for the 100th time today, thank you.
My pleasure, darling.
Oh.
Now, don't worry about anything. I'm going to go look in on Al and our children right now, okay?
Oh, thank you.
Honey, would you see that Tina gets up the stairs, please?
Sure.
Well, Natalie, first, I'd like to talk to Clint alone if I could.
Sure. Fine. Look, I'll say goodnight. I'll see you tomorrow. And get some rest, please, Tina.
I will, thanks.
Good night.
Good night, son.
Thanks.
Come on, I'll walk you out.
Boy, Cord just couldn't wait to go running off to Kate, could he?
Tina, I hope you're not wanting to talk to me about Kate. I really don't want to discuss that situation.
Come, gentlemen, please. Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to come over to you.
Mrs. Lord, you're interfering in government business here.
Under whose authorization? Where are your credentials? Where is your warrant? Exactly. Let them come forward and prove who they are and why this young man should be apprehended now.
I'll be glad to help.
Wonderful.
Oh, wait. This is not democracy in action, ladies and gentlemen.
Let go of that young man until you've proven who you are.
I feel like I'm back in Statesville.
Exactly.
Look, we are federal agents.
Really? Well, then tell us where your warrant is, please.
It's in the car.
Well, go get it. Good enough.
Look, Graff, just come with us
Jim,
before we pick
call
you
the
up
police.
and haul you out of here.
Call the chief of police.
How about the district attorney? Will he do?
Oh, you're just...
Goodbye.